What up, Ninja Nation? It's Bowman 9000, aka the Trumpet Ninja, and I'm back. Yes, I'm back. I went on vacation for about 2 weeks, and now I'm back. So today, we're doing another simulation for the Miami Heat. If you guys have not seen this series before, welcome. We are here writing for All You Can Heat. If you guys don't know how I can write, you guys will see in the link in the description, a link that takes you to all my work. So, what we do in this series is simulate how the Heat are going to do in their upcoming games. So we take into account the minutes that each team has played, each player from the previous game, unless something crazy happened like in this one, and I'll show you later. We take into account all the rotations. If somebody's on a hot streak, we kind of boost up their attributes a little bit. But yeah, so here we go. Here's the Heat rotation for today's game against the Clippers. It's Friday night, baby. Prime time. I don't know who's televising this game, but I know it's a national TV game. So the injury report looks kind of wild. There's a lot of people on it talking about questionable, at least on the Heat side. I think Kendrick, Jimmy Butler, and Dragic are all listed as questionable. I think they're just trying to CYA, cover your ass, in case something comes up. They don't want to get any fines like the Clippers got when they sat Kawhi on purpose accidentally because he was hurt, aka resting. So here is the Heat rotation. Kendrick Nunn starting, Duncan Robinson. We had him out the last game against the Wizards, but he actually ended up playing that game. So yeah, Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo at the power forward, Kawhi Leonard. Myers Leonard, Dragic at the sixth man, Derrick Jones Jr. James Johnson is getting a lot of minutes. He got 29 minutes last game. So we're going to give him 29 minutes this game, and we bumped him up a little bit. And we will show you what that's like, although it's not showing here. So we'll make sure that, oh yeah, we did. We bumped him up, and I'll show you how. So Tyler Hero, he's coming in, and Kelly Olynyk, and that's it. Udonis is not playing. Justice Winslow is hurt. Dion Waiters is never going to play, and that's it. The rotation, bench depth, 10 players deep. Bench utilization was at a 35, but I don't think that's true. We're going to put that up to 45. And also they had Eric Spoelstra as a coach with a D in offense and an A in defense. I mean, like, I know his defense is better than his offense, but like a D? That's his rating? So I changed it. I'll show you how I did that in a second. But yeah, here's everything. And oh yeah, the point of emphasis, we put Kendrick Nunn as a first scoring option because he takes the most shots on the team by a considerable margin. So apparently they want him to shoot. So he's a first scoring option. Jimmy Butler is a second, and Bam Adebayo is the third. Talking about Eric Spoelstra, so what I did was I went to NBA.com to their stat section, and I said, show me all the teams ranked by points per game. Miami is about like 12th in that regard. So what I did was I took 30 divided by 12, and that's how, I took 30 NBA teams divided by how many ratings they actually have from F all the way up to A+. I divided by that number. It was about 2.3. So for every 2-ish spots starting at the top from A+, the first two was the Bucks and somebody else. I had them up at A+ for the first two, and then with the next two got A, the next two got A-, the next two B+, etc. So about B to B- is where the Celtics and the Heat lie. So B- is what head coach Eric Spoelstra got instead of that D in the offensive rating. I thought that was wild that he got that. So yeah, like I mentioned in the last one, we're going to go over the Clippers real quick, and I'll show you what I did to the roster in a second. Boom. So Clippers, Pat Bev, he's like listed as not questionable, but doubtful with a hip. So he's probably not going to play. So I put Rodney McGruder in as the point guard and Shamet in as a shooting guard. Kawhi Leonard, small forward. Mo Harkless, although he only played 9 minutes in his last game, that's what he got here, 9 minutes. Don't shoot the messenger if you're a Clippers fan. I have nothing to do with that. Tell Doc Rivers to play him more minutes. Zubats got 19 minutes. Lou Williams is a six-man, 32 minutes off the bench. Montrezl Harrell, 28 minutes. We don't want to break up that core. I'm sure Doc Rivers doesn't really want to break that up, so that's how it's going to go. Jeff Green. Oh, I always do that. Jermichael Green at the 8th spot with 26 minutes. Jerome Robertson with 15 minutes. And Patrick Patterson with 4 minutes. All these other guys are not going to play. I don't even know who this is. Mafundu Kapengeli. I don't know who that is. Actually, I have heard that name now that I said it out loud. I've heard the last name, but I just didn't know who he played for. So yeah, he plays for the Clippers. Paul George is out per the injury report, so he's out, no minutes. Pat Bev, like I said, is out, and Terrence Mann is in the G League somewhere. Whoever, I don't know where he's at, but he's not going to be playing. So yeah, bench depth down to 10. And yes, first scoring option, Kawhi. Second option, Lou Will. Third option, Montrezl Harrell. Let's go over to the roster so I can show you what I did. Clips, Heat. Okay, so Heat. Kendrick Nunn. So in the last article I wrote for yesterday's game against the Wizards, I took into account a Heat fan on Twitter. He was like, hey, you should bump up Kendrick Nunn's stats because he's been Eastern Conference Player of the Month 3 months in a row, and he's probably going to get it again. And he was at like a 75 or 77, something like that. It was pretty low. I can't lie. So he suggested I take the ratings from the Ruby My Team edition Kendrick Nunn and apply them to this edition in our simulation series. I looked at the Ruby version. It's OP. It would have made him like a 90 overall, which is better than Jimmy Butler. We can't have that. That's not allowed. So we took the Emerald version, which had a little bit toned down stats, but still better. And we took the all the gold badges from the Ruby edition and put it on the Emerald edition, because the Emerald only had like 3 badges, and they're like really weird badges to have. So I took the best of both worlds, most realistic, and put them in here. Kendrick Nunn. So let's zoom in on him. His badges. So finishing, acrobat, consistent finisher, contact finisher, fancy footwork, fast break finisher, giant slayer, pro touch, relentless finisher, showtime, and slithery finisher. That's all for gold. The next set of badges for shooting, we had catch and shoot, flexible release, green machine, hot start, hot zone hunter, quick draw, slippery off ball, steady shooter, tireless shooter, and volume shooter, because boy does this guy like to take shots. Boy, he shoots it a lot. We also edited his tendencies. So if you look at the Emerald edition of his card and slide over to tendencies, I copied every single tendency. It took me like an hour to do all this. So definitely drop a like and leave a comment, because I did a lot of work for this. So I would appreciate it. What was it? Oh yeah, I want to show you the... So I did change his hot zones to pretty much replicate how he shoots. So a lot of reds here on the left side, but on the right side, there's some cold section because he doesn't really shoot there. He tries his hardest not to shoot on the right side. So I figured they're cold. The 3-pointers are neutral. And so, yeah, there you have it. So that was that. We also raised James Johnson. The craziest thing, I was like, man, I feel like since he's been playing, there was a game about 8 games ago where he actually got minutes and was able to produce something. And I was like, man, I feel like the last 10 games, he's probably like one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. And boy, was I right. So what I did, I went over to stats, NBA.com/stats. And I said, show me all the players who have played, show me all the players who have played at least 8 games and show me their stats for their last 10 games. So at number 4 was James Johnson. Who was ahead of him? I don't remember, so I'm going to pull it up. Oh, yeah, I rated it by 3-point percentage. Obviously, Justin Holiday, Kyle Korver, George Hill, and then there was James Johnson. So, yeah, he was at number 4. So I bumped him up some, and I gave him an 85 3-pointer, which has him at an A. He had the same rating as Jimmy Butler. No, he had the same rating as Derrick Jones Jr., which was a B+. But when you looked at his rating, it was like a 74. So like B+ is not that good. So I put him up somewhere between. I put him above. I put him above Tyler Hero because he's listed at an A-, but he had an 84. So, and on our list here from our advanced stats, he is pretty far down the list. Not too crazy. He's like maybe somewhere around 15-ish at an 84. So I put James Johnson at an 85. It gave him an A, and I like it. So we left it at that. It bumped him up on the overall side a couple of points. And yeah, there we have it. He's an inside-out scorer now. And there's that. One crazy thing I wanted to show you while I was messing around in here. Some wild stuff from Derrick Jones Jr. This is how you know 2K is straight wilding on this, man. Sometimes 2K just puts like whatever they want in here. If you look here, about his contract. Where is it? He said, I'm ready for my time with the Heat to come to an end. So the craziest thing, he's like just doing something this year and like a little bit of last year in real life. But 2K said, when I looked here previously, it said something like, I'm done with the Heat. I will not be looking forward to playing with them next season. Something crazy. He's getting a lot of minutes. I don't know what's going on. We're winning games. I have no clue, but he's apparently very loyal, but he's ready for his time to Heat to come to an end. Okay, I mean, there's nothing I can do to stop it. So there's that. So yeah, you guys are here for the simulation against I almost said the Cleveland Cavaliers, against the LA Clippers. Here we go. Simulate with Simcast, and hopefully nothing crazy happens. I'm gonna put my phone on mute because I know it's gonna start popping off as soon as I actually start doing something important. So here we go. Simulate game. We start off with a nice little bit of couple point lead, but the Clippers jump out. We're down 16-13, 19-13. We're having some trouble scoring, I'm not gonna lie. They've dropped 31 points on us. 33 points in the first quarter they dropped on us. We are down by pretty much 10, 12. Oh man, we're gonna stop at halftime just so we can review the stats, but this is not looking good. We're getting our ass handed to us right now. So we're gonna stop it here. Wow! They dropped 72 points in the first half. 36 points apiece per quarter. Wow, I mean, we dropped 35 points in the second quarter, so it was like back and forth then, but we got out to a slow start in the first quarter, and we're gonna try to figure out for why that happened. Box score, Jimmy Butler has 14 points, 12 points for Dragic, 12 points for Olynyk, 10 for Adebayo with 5 rebounds. Dragic has 4 assists. I mean, it's not looking too crazy. We're just not scoring. Duncan only has 3 points. He didn't even play the last game. Myers has 3 points, 1 rebound. I mean, they're pretty much doing whatever they want. Kendrick Nunn has 0. James Johnson has 3 points. Tyler has 0. Man, this looks bad. Let's look at the team comparison. We're shooting 57% from the field. They're shooting only 60. They're not shooting too much higher than us, but we're giving up everything, the whole house, the farm. We're down 13 points. It could be a lot worse. 3-pointers, we're pretty much the same. We shot a few percentage points better, but that's only because we took 1 less 3 than they did. It looks close. We've gone to the free throw line 9 times, but we've missed 5 times as a unit. That's not good. They're shooting 71%. And we sent them to the line 21 times at the half. So hopefully the second half they can figure out their lives. Points in the paint, 24-32. We're losing that. Second chance points, we got 8, so that's nice. Bench points, that doesn't matter. It always messes up because we're not actually playing these games, so everyone's on the bench. Assists, 12-14. We're losing that. Offensive rebounds, we're getting out-rebounded, but don't we get out-rebounded pretty much every game? Steals, 4-2, we're losing that. Blocks, we're losing that, 3-0. Turnovers, we have 8, they have 5. Not bad, but, I'd like to have less. Team fouls, 15. Yeah, so our biggest lead was 3, their biggest lead was 19. So we did cut into the deficit some, and we were shooting the ball quick. I mean, we're only holding the ball for about 10 minutes so far. They've had it for pretty much 14 minutes. So hopefully it doesn't get too much worse than this. I can't see the box score for the opposing team until we end the game. So we're going to jump back in the second half, and hopefully we can we can do some damage. So continue simulation. Wow. All right, 65-80. It's close. It's a tie game in the third. Like, it's a tied quarter. It's a little bit slowed down now. Like, they're not scoring as much as they have been. But we're not. Okay, we took the lead in the quarter a little bit. 20 points apiece in the third quarter. That was knockdown, drag out, slow finish. Oh, hold up. Hold up. We scored 19-21. It's a game. It's a close game. We lost. So the slow start to the game actually did us in. We scored 35 points in the second quarter, and we beat them by 10 in the fourth quarter, and we tied the third quarter. But we could not overcome what did us in, which was the slow start to Harold started 26. He had 26 points apparently, so we're going to check that out. Let's see. We shot better than them for the game. We made 13 threes, they made 12. Free throws, we went 16 times, only made 9. So yeah, if we had made some free throws, maybe like 7 of them, we might win the game. But we didn't, and we sent them to the line 29 times. It's unacceptable. Fast break, we didn't really get out on the fast break. We almost tied in points in the paint, not bad. 20-second chance points. I mean, we were fighting for it at the end. 21-22 assists. We just barely lost that. Offensive rebounds, 16 offensive rebounds, and that's it. We just can't box out and keep our opponents out the paint, which is like the real life Miami Heat. So defensive rebounds, 32. We got a lot of defensive rebounds, so that's good. But yeah, steals 7-5. We lost that. Blocks, we lost that. Turnovers, we had 17. Yeah, we ended the game with 17 turnovers. That's too many. Team fouls, 23 fouls. Yep, biggest lead was 3. We never got the lead after the first quarter. Time possession, yeah, they had the ball for 5 more minutes more than we did. So that's that. Let's check out the box score for the rest of the team. So Jimmy Butler, 27, 7, and 3. He hit 4-7 from deep and hit 4 or 5 his free throws. So he had a good game. Tyler Hero, 18 points, 7 rebounds. He had 4 turnovers, 7-10 from the floor, 2 free throws. He had a good game. Bam, 14 and 8, 1 assist, only 2 turnovers, 7-10 from the floor. He took no free throws at all. Dragic, 14 points. I mean, a lot of guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys scored in double figures. It just wasn't enough. Dragic went 0 of 2 from the free throw line, as James Johnson went 2 of 4, and Derrick Jones Jr. missed all of his as well. Kendrick Nunn only had 3 points. So yeah, he got locked down. He went 1 of 7 shooting, 1 of 5 from 3, 5 assists, but we need more points from Kendrick Nunn. We didn't up his stats just for him to only have 3 points and go 1 of 7. So basically he got shut down. Going over to the Clippers, Landry Shamet, 26 points. Oh my God. He would even put him as an option, like a first, second, or third option scoring. But he got 26 points, 5 of 10 from deep. He had all his free throws. Montrezl Harrell, 26 and 10, 1 and 1. He had a game. Lou Williams, 18 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. He had a terrible shooting night, 5 of 18 and 2 of 9 from deep. But he hit all of his 6 free throws. We probably fouled him a lot. Kawhi Leonard, we held Kawhi Leonard, at least if you guys believe in moral victories, we held Kawhi Leonard to only 11 points, but he also got 7 rebounds and 5 assists and 2 steals and a block. So he had a terrible shooting time, 4 of 14 shooting. Mo Harkless, 8 points. So yeah, that's it. We held Kawhi Leonard to 11, but we fouled. We probably fouled Landry Shamet a lot too. Yeah, he hit 5 free throws, and Harrell and Lou Will. We just couldn't keep their guys off the free throw line. So that's the game. Their next game is, oh my God. Okay, their next game is against the Orlando Magic at home. But yep, that drops us to 2 losses at home according to the simulation. If it was in real life, we'd have 2 losses at home, but currently we only have 1. So yeah, that's that. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out.